Good morning, sorry. Good morning, people. Fucking hell. Um, yeah. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Today we're continuing on with Black Curtain and slowly but surely getting this thing done. Um, yeah, made some progress over the weekend. Pretty happy about it. Pretty happy about it so far. Um, Same shot as last week, but at least it's shaping up, which is nice to see. Made some really big improvements to the motion, and yeah, I'm really happy with the way she's putting down the girl now. Much better than what it was on Friday, and there's still plenty of stuff to do, like that, having the girl run up to the thing. But let me know what you guys think. What are you guys thinking so far? Um, yeah, I'm liking it so far. I got some. I feel like it's shaping up nicely. So this morning, I'm gonna go ahead and just get the girl's hands looking a bit better, and then I'm gonna start to block out her little run, or at least her little saunter over to the grate here. But yeah, I think it's coming along nicely. What do you guys think? Anyway, thank you for joining me today as well. By the way. Oh, cheers. Good morning to you too, Lord Splash. Sorry, I can barely see the blue text on the screen. Um, but yeah, thank you for watching, and thanks for those who are joining this morning as well. Much appreciated. Um, so yeah, let's get started on the next stage of this, and that is her hands. Let's get her hands up and running, and start to polish this up a little bit further. So right now her hands are all FK, so I'm going to keep it that way for now. And really, what I want to just focus on at the moment is basically just her hands and getting that overlap there. So, like for instance, here, I'm not sure why I can't see the. Oh, yeah, cool. It's good. All right, sweet. Thanks, man. Um, wasn't sure if I could see the comments, but yeah, it's all good. So yeah, just a little bit of overlap. Whoop, that's better. Can even like extend that out a little bit further, maybe like this. Get that out like so. Just playing with the keyframes there. That looks a bit better. That so whoop, bam. There we go. Oh, thanks. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're getting there, making progress. I think the I like her legs. Like they kind of like I actually animated those in FK as well, so I have to do a lot of counter animation to make it land. But yeah, I'm quite happy about that. So yeah, the next stage is really to get her to run across. So what I'm gonna do here, once I get the fingers animated, is start to work out what to do there. So how is she going to run? How far should she run before it cuts? Because I want to keep the length as it is at the moment. Um, yeah, I think that's really important. Sorry about that. All right, cool. Let's work on her fingers now. So right now her hands are pretty, obviously basic. So we want to give them a bit more personality, obviously. Let's rotate that. Let's work in local mode, obviously. There we go. Just going to just work out exactly what we need to do here. You want to get some nice personality into those shapes as well. So even in these moments like this, you want to kind of work out exactly how those hands are going to be moving around. I'm going to try and keep it fairly simple for the pose, because once it's broken down as well into twos, as in animated on every second frame, some of these details will get lost. So there's not much point in going too far into these details. So that's a nice little pose there. With this part here, it's again just like will it be worth me? Not really. I'm wondering whether it's worth me actually animating the fingers there. Let's just do the basic shots, the basic fingers then, the basic poses to begin with then. So for this part here, again, just figuring out exactly where I want the hands to sort of pose. So I might just go ahead and give that a bit of a spread. For the most part in this animation, I've overlooked the girl's hands. So yeah, just getting these in will be really important. And just have to remember as well, when you're animating hands, the hands are much more flexible than you think, and you have to take that into account. So for instance, getting that in like so will make all the difference. Get a little bit curl in there. Over here, I might just rotate these all down. Like so. Just going through and cleaning them up. That was cool. Ah, shit. I should have saved that fucking pose. Oh well. That pose there is really good. So I'm actually going to keep that. Make sure I keyframe that, because I will be changing it in between. So making sure that if you like something by accident, keep it. There we go. And over here, I might just put it back to neutral for now. Same with this one. Happy accidents, exactly right. And here, I might just get it back down to a neutral sort of position in the fingers. So just working with my primary axis being X, so I get quite a bit of yeah, it's very easy to pose things out when you have a primary axis because you don't have to think about which axis to rotate on. So you get way more you get things done faster basically once you understand that. That's the case around my entire animation as well. So pretty much all of my primary axes are based on the X axis. Might just bring those in even further. Well, you can't really tell on the viewport, so leave it at that. All right, cool. Might copy this pose across to the other side as well. Or maybe both of them actually, the previous keyframes and this keyframe. Copy that, paste that. Delete that keyframe. Copy this keyframe. There we go. So what a difference that makes. Just in that little curve in there, that hand there makes such a difference. And for this part here, I might just rotate the hand up like so, and then just spread out those fingers a little bit further, like that. There we go. Good morning. So over here, where her hands are sort of spread out there, I might just, again, it's just about adding a little bit of variation. And there are animators that would be much more considerate about this, especially when it comes to moments like this. But it's tough when you're working on your own. So you got to kind of make judgment calls about where you want to put those that time and resources into your animation. Not liking that little bump in the arm there. And that's coming from the shoulder, I think. Boom, that's where it's coming from. So I'm going to delete that keyframe. There we go. That looks already better. Sweet. So yeah, getting there. And I'm going to leave it at that for now. And you may think that the little drop there is a bit soft, and I'm thinking about actually changing that in the post or in the NLA. So I'll fix that up in the NLA later. But I'm pretty happy with that so far. The only thing really left to do here would be to add some blinks into her eyes. So like in her face setup, where's her face? There we are. Let's see if do we have any keyframes lying around. No, we don't. That's okay. When she turns, we want to get a bit of a blink. So let's grab these and keyframe that. I'm going to keyframe over here, same thing. And as she turns, I want her to close her eyes. just like that. Doesn't have to be perfect either because it's quite a quick movement, so I don't have to worry too much about these white areas, and you won't see it when she moves in the actual animation because, well, it's moving, and your eyes won't be able to register it. So, again, just trying to be logical about where I place these things. Same thing here. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye now. Copy this frame, copy this one, copy this one, copy this one. So trying to mirror those across, copy, paste. Oh, okay, interesting. Copy, paste. See that? You won't be able, you can't really even see it there, even in the movement there. So it does make a difference. Just this little blink for sure. So if you look at the previous animation, the previous weeks, I guess, you'd actually be able to see quite a difference now in that movement. By the way, let's see. Grab this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might do the same thing here. I might extend out those keyframes here. That's only a frame, by the way. So we want to keep that looking a little bit better. Ho la ham ego. I'm not sure what that means, dude. So yeah. All right, cool. Same thing here with the blink. I'm going to extend out this, copy these keyframes here across both of those eyes. And when she gets dropped, add the blink. So much better. There we go. Sweet. All right, cool. Now we're ready to kind of, I'm going to leave that as it is for now. And then let's focus on, gonna have to focus on the little run cycle she has here. So she lands here. Oh, yeah. Okay. I get it now. Yep. Good morning, dude. So yeah, now it's just really about adding that run. Now, I'm tempted to try and do something I haven't done before, but I'm not gonna do it. Where I was gonna animate the legs in FK, but nah, fuck that. Copy this. I'm gonna go to this motion. Let's turn on her legs again. So her IK leg, or both actually, FK and IK legs for now. And it's around here where she'll have to turn them on. So the big issue is, again, my morning's pretty good, unless you're talking about someone else. Let's go ahead and see where's her. Yeah, there they are. Cool. Let's just line these up first to a relatively close setup. Just lining. I'm just going to do it roughly here for now. All right, cool. Because at this point, we need to turn on the IK. So let's just grab the global control. Keyframe this. Next frame. 1, 2. It's subtle enough that you won't be able to notice it. Fantastic. Great. Yeah, my morning's all right. Always tired, but what are you gonna do? All right, cool. So let's try and see what we can do about this walk. So we know that that she only starts walking at around the FK switch here at 95. She has to be over here by 140. Might make it 135 flat in this case. And even that may be a bit quick, but we'll see. It looks like it will need to be a run at least, a run across there. So let's see. I had my coffee this morning, so you know we'll be right. Let's see what we can do here. So for now, I'm actually going to turn off. You can actually mute. The nice thing about Blender is that you can actually mute tracks as well, mute single animations, which is kind of cool. So if I just turn this off for now, she won't move, which is nice. So what I'm going to do. That's mad. If you got Instagram or something or whatever or Twitter, just you should tag me in one of your renders. It'd be pretty cool to see. All right, let's turn on her FK arms as well for the time being as too. That's really cool. And let's work out a run cycle for now. Let's keyframe everything here and see how we can go about this little dilemma of mine. Good morning. So what we need to do is at least get that first step in there. So let's lower our body a little bit and try and block out some movement. This is the first time she's going to be running, so I don't know how well this damn yeah, for sure. Um I have no idea how efficient this rig will be for this little girl. Oh shit, actually. Hmm. That's all right. We'll figure it out. Let's just get the pose up and running first. Let's get the loop done. One. Now I'm not sure if I'm gonna make her run or actually I might make her run or skip. I don't know, man. Fuck. It's actually hard to say. One, two. Actually I'll make her just walk really quickly. It'll be easier. So just getting this in there. Let's get some poses going. And I've never done a child running, so this is all going to be pretty new for me as well. Let's get her shoulders up. Shoulders forward. Not a fan of her shoulders in this rig, but I'm not going to change it at this point. Yeah, it won't be a happy skip. It'll just be a run, like a really quick run, or not run, walk. It's a really quick stroll. There we go. Something like that. Yeah, yeah, for sure. They're actually about to enter them, not escaping, but they are escaping something. They're escaping a giant dog, and yeah, if you saw the previous streams, you got kind of get an idea of what the story is at. But or you can just wait until the thing's done. Thank you for the follow, Dusty Aster. Let's go ahead with the FK spine and get that looking good. 1, 2, 3. Let's go with these two actually. Doesn't have to be much for this one. All right, cool. I'm not too worried about the animation linking this yet. I'll worry about that in a moment. But what I need to do is just work out the speed in which she's going to be walking. So I'm going to keep it fairly quick. So maybe it'll be like, I don't know. Just thinking now. So her down can be down here, down, up, and let's just make her neutral back to her contact here. I'm going to hide Evie for now because I don't need to see her. Where's Evie? Evie is not in her own collection. That's interesting. Let's worry about her later. Yeah, I think that'll be good. That speed is good. And it's interesting because Eevee is like, a pretty heavy rig at this point. You can see how much faster. That looks pretty good at 25 FPS. Cool. I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to do is copy this motion just a little bit here. Not quite. It's similar, but more advanced. It's a more advanced version. Oh, no worries, dude. In terms of your bear, as in Rogue Cell Media, don't worry about it. It's all good. Yeah, I'm just animating my way through this film slowly but surely, and it's probably better that you don't see it anyway. What I've done so far, because that way you could be able to enjoy the film when it's done without any issue. So what I'm doing is I'm just working out my base animation for the little stroll. So her down will be here. So I'm just going to flatten out that foot, bring that foot back, bring this foot back a bit further as well. So I'm just working out the legs for the time being. One. All right, cool. Her next one is her up. Let's get that like so. Foot is up. Let's keep rotating that foot then. 1, 2, like so. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. I'm already feeling it. I'm already feeling confident about this little walk. Yeah, the baby does. Oh, thanks, man. The Evie walk. Yeah, Evie walks after the kid, sort of like just following suit as she inspects the area. All right, cool. So this can be now the opposite pose as the one before. So 1, 2, 3. Let's copy this pose. Copy, paste. Oops. What? Interesting. Okay. Copy. Minus that. Oh, I see what's happening. All right, cool. There we go. It's looking pretty cool. 1, 2. I actually might manually just pose these legs out, actually, when I think about it. So lined up with the contact there. Let's get this other foot up and running. 1, 2, 3. And then contact will be here. Let's move that leg back a bit further. There we go. We're getting there. Um, yeah, it would be a little bit more difficult because you got to keep the pace. So the legs have to move faster to keep the pace with Evie. So you got to make sure that the legs are moving at a pace that is indicative of a child. That's the hard part. So right now, I'm just going to keep it as simple as possible. So right now, there's our first step. Yeah, true. All right. So now that animation is pretty much there for that first step, we can now go into the next step. So we got our contact, 1, 2, 3. There's our contact there. One. So yep, this will be flat. This will be back. Um, and then 1, 2. Our Passover. I'm curious about that one. One. Why is this one not higher? Let's have a look at her height on this. Y location is the same. Why isn't the foot? Oh, cheers. Yeah, well, there's no point in being stressed out. It's my animation. I'm not like doing it to anyone's deadline. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2. Why is that? That's interesting. Because the Passover is here. Should be flat like this one. Ah, her hip. Okay, I get it now. Yeah. There we go. That explains that. Contact. Contact. Again, I'm just making sure that it's all clean. So contact. Ah, fuck. Contact will be here. So the hip will be. That looks much better. Now the hips are actually moving in accordance. One. Yeah, that's cool. One. And then, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, cool, 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 cool. Sorry, I was just puzzle solving there. Because I need to copy this pose now at frame 107. There we go. See now, that little hip movement makes a big difference. Oh yeah, I'll be doing that later. So any movement in the upper body will come after I do the legs and the hips. So I'll be doing that after the fact. But let's block out this first step first. Yep, that's working good. This one moves back like so. There we go. 1, 2. Pass over. Let's move this up and forward. Toes. Ah, shit. Oh, interesting. So here, let's just get this working all right. Make sure that's okay. Don't want to have any rotation there yet. So we're getting there. Do people animate characters by hand using motion capture? Looks much more efficient. Um, it's efficient under certain circumstances. So if you're doing realism, having a nice base of motion capture will help. But if you're doing a hand animated, something that feels a bit more crafted, having doing it by hand is, I don't know, it gives a certain sort of feeling to it that's a lot different to like full on motion capture. It depends on the scenario, honestly. And cleaning, yeah, Tash Tashizuna mentions, cleaning motion capture is a real bitch. It's as time consuming as animating, in my opinion. All right, going back to our contact. So we got our original contact already ready to go. So we can copy that pose from here. No thought required. That would be on frame 107. There we go. Same with this pose here. One, two, three, four. Grab this one. 107. Come on, man. 107. There we go. The only difference here is this part. Don't want to see that yet. So let's get rid of that. And there we go. We got a little bit of a walk going on, which is good. I'm actually pretty happy with those legs. And if you're wondering whether or not it's looping, it will be looping pretty good. Yeah, it's all expensive. Animation in general is expensive. This is just the name of the game. Um, let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna copy these and this one. Copy the hips and the COG. Copy that. Copy all those keyframes where we can. And I'm just going to save that for now and paste the loop. And see how we go. That looks awesome. Yeah, I'm happy with that. The only thing is that, yeah, I've got to... it's cute. The only thing I got to do is make sure that when she is walking now in the Z location, that it's consistently, the momentum is consistent. So when her foot travels backwards, that it's relatively linear. So from here to here. One, two, three. So I might just go ahead and delete this keyframe. See what the difference is. That looks better already. So yeah, deleting these keyframes here. So always clean up when you have to. That looks better. Do the same thing on the other foot with the Z. One, two, three. Delete those. Yeah, looking cool. Yeah. Um, when you don't have anything to build from, you got to plan it all. So it takes a lot of time. Oh, thanks for the compliment, Baby Shakespeare, as well. But yeah, definitely, it can be as time consuming doing, no question, it can be time consuming doing this in, frame by frame. And let's see what we can do to clean this up a little bit further as well. We're going to give it a little bit of a, just curious what will happen if I do this. Just a little bit of a bump in the hips. Not necessarily realistic, but just curious to see how it behaves. Basically, a little bit of overlap. Yeah, I think that looks all right. Yeah, exactly right. So when she starts walking, I have to like I want to get her into the pose, of course. So I'm gonna have to like actually I might just do that now. So when she lands, I'm gonna get her to keep her foot on the ground. That's interesting. All right, cool. So for this part here, let's just get her leg. Oh, I see. Her hip isn't moving. That's why. If you're wondering what's happening here, the landing was in FK. So I need to make sure that when she starts moving, it's in FK or IK, sorry. So here would probably be the best part to, yeah, I might switch it here instead. And before I do any of this heel stuff, let's just reset this. Evie's setting her down. So if you look at her here, that's the animation here. That's the animation. So the girl will be traveling toward the grate in the end. For a second, I thought the animation shit itself, but it's just dropping frames. Yeah, cheers. But we're getting there, making some good progress this morning. Got about 15 minutes to go. So what I'm going to do first is once she's landed. So now what I'm going to do is get her into pose basically. So what I want to do is get her from here to here essentially. So I'm going to go ahead and firstly just keyframe these poses first. Copy these keyframes for now. And delete this keyframe here. So making sure, shit. Copy this keyframe properly. So what I want to do is just figure out how to get her to start her momentum. So I need to make sure that, she can basically build up enough momentum to start her walk. So I'm starting with something a bit more neutral when she gets up. And then what I want to do is continue this where she almost rises up off the ground a little bit. And then her heel will come up. And then this leg will come out. Oops, too much. Stop motion pipeline. Not sure what you're referring to. Actually, let's okay. Yep, cool. Let's get her leg back first. I'm gonna copy this pose. So just problem solving at the moment. Oh, cheers. No worries. I appreciate that you're enjoying it. So up. So when she comes down, and then she kind of gets into that, into one. Yeah, that looks kind of cool actually. I'm actually surprised. Another happy accident, I think. One. Gonna keep that heel down though. One. That looks cool. Pretty happy with that. Now, the way she slides, I can just give it a little bit of a, just a little bit of a lift, just a little bit. And then into this one. One, one. Here I might just smooth out that first loop though. One. So here I might just give her a little bit of a bend. Here. And then smooth that one out. Just something like that. I think that's pretty cool. And then when she comes down, I might just one, just give her a little bit of a dip. There we go. I don't know. Maybe that will work. Well, it's, yeah, stop motion's a pain in the ass, that's for sure. Actually, I might just keep that up. All right, cool. It is fun, just very time consuming. All right, cool. I think with this one, with these heels, I might keep it straighter still though. Just keep it a little bit straighter. Where's my rotation there? All right, cool. Making sure I'm keeping the keyframes consistent. So I'm going to copy this over here. Bring these ones down a little bit. Yeah, cool. I'm just making sure that the rotations are nice. So I don't want to keep the hold. So when she comes down, this should be probably flat or just a little bit on the ground. There we go. Oh, cheers. Yeah, I'm hoping it like it's just a little bit of a. It's meant to be a hookup, but like I think it will work. And we can start to add all kinds of little loops and stuff to this thing as well. So when she comes her foot up, we can add a little bit of a bend, make it flat there, copy those across, like so. Oops. Oops, too far again. Yeah, cool. Yeah, sweet. All right, let's just get her arms up and running and then I'll have to wrap it up for today. Um, let's see what we can do here. So for her initial walk, so we know that the loop starts. Where's our contact? So we landed. Just making sure that I got the right information here. Let's just start with this contact. Also making sure that this thing has the right length of leg in there too. So there's our contact. Yeah, that's correct. Let's just get these back a little bit further though. 1, 2, 3. It's going to pull them back a little bit further. Same with these ones. 1, 2, 3. Just pull them back a little bit further. So it's always good to yeah, it's better. Cool. So now I know where my contact is. There it is. Let's go ahead and start to work out our arms. So if her body is rotated that way, that means her upper body should be rotated in the opposite. So let's reset that. I'm not going to worry too much about the forward momentum of the upper body yet. Just a little bit of the rotation in the vertical. So 1, that's her other contact. So that could be something like this. Oh, my bad. Rotate. Something like that. Copy. So her next contact will be, I need to copy this to the other part. So her contact is here, I think. No, it's this one. Paste. Oops. Paste these ones. My bad. 1, 2, 3. Copy, paste. I think that's correct. Yep. Yeah, so I just want to get that. See that little swagger? That's all that matters. So we're going to copy that, paste that in, paste that in, and so we're just working out exactly some of that going on there. All right, I've got 2 minutes. So I'm just going to block out the, very quickly, let's just block out the initial arm movement. All right, cool. Let's get that arm straight. One. Let's get this arm forward. Oops, wrong one. Worry about her shoulders later. All right, I got to wrap this up in a minute. So the nice thing about FK in this case is that blocking out the arms will be really quick because won't have to worry about too much about these sort of things. So let's go ahead, grab that, grab that, grab that, copy, copy, copy. Um, let's go to our next contact, which is there. Paste. Copy. Paste. Paste. Oops, I went too far. There we go. I think I fucked it up already. All right, that's all good. I gotta wrap this up. Otherwise, I'm gonna say enjoy the rest of the day. I will see you guys on Wednesday, and hopefully this will be done. This scene will be done by then, so we have to do some new stuff. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll be back in the next one. Enjoy the rest of the day, and cheers for watching. Thank you again. See ya.